Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is the Tier 9 Russian heavy tank, the STI. This replay has been sent to me by the Koups from RNG clan, and he obviously absolutely loves this tank, as I did when I used to have it. It might be big, fat and slow, but the armour is unbelievable. And the gun dishes out plenty of damage, and in a matchup like this, on assault mode, he's on assault mode on Erlenberg, where you're top tier and there's only 4 tier 9 tanks on the enemy side. This is the kind of matchup where you can just clean up. And to be honest though, the STI does pretty well on even in tier 10 battles. You don't have any problems bouncing shots from the tier 10 guns. Just tries to put a couple of loose shots into the LTTB. They were never going to hit, but why wouldn't you? You might as well have a go. Now, he had been spotted a few seconds ago, and he's going up to the usual place for heavy tanks to push on this map. Now, of course, being assault mode, it only goes for 10 minutes, so keep one eye on the clock at the top right hand corner of the screen. This game is going to go down to the wire. So the Koups is wasting no time. He's getting right up into the battle zone area where it's all going to happen. And of course, on assault mode, there's no such thing as a draw in assault mode. You need to, if you don't kill all the enemy tanks or capture the flag, then you lose when you're attacking. Similar to a lot of the tournament modes that are around. So anyway, the Koups has got plenty of support where he is. Of course, he's got the baby Batchat up ahead, providing some vision. The IS-3, the KV-3, the T-54 Mod 1, and the T-29 and the M103 bringing up the rear. And looks like there's a couple of snipers back at G1 as well, looking for a few cheap shots before they get into the battle. But 20% of the time's already gone. There's only 8 minutes to go, and so on assault mode, you need to have a bit of a crack. Can't really afford to be sitting back chai sniping for too much. Gets a good shot into the tier 9 Fock, and with the help of the Batchat, the baby Batchat, the Batchat 25T AP, takes the tier 9 out of the game. But they are down by 2 tanks. And at this stage of the game, the Koups is going to make sure that his gun's in it. He's got to be right up front. He's got the armor, he's got the health, and most importantly, he's got the gun to take care of any of these enemy tanks. He's just sort of reassessing the situation at this stage, looking around. They're down by 3 tanks now, so something's got to change for this to turn into a decent game. Bit of long distance sniping on the Scorpion G. Looks like the Scorpion G just moved back behind a building in time. Now Koups is waiting for that gun to reload. He's not spotted, but we reckon he's still there. We don't know if that shot went in, but we'll find out at the end of the game. Now the enemy IS-3, I'm not sure if he's, I'm just going to zoom out, I'm not sure if he's in the game or not. I'm zooming right out here. It looks like he's AFK, which seems to happen, so they'll take the kill nonetheless. Now it looks like that shot that he put into the Scorpion did go through not so long ago, but now we can't really see him. He's behind some buildings on the other side of the water, along with his Panther 2 friend, and I think there's a Ferdinand back there as well. That LTTB is nowhere to be seen. He's probably run away if he knows what's good for him. And have a look at the T-49 down at J1. I suppose he's keeping eyes on the cap that isn't there. But anyway, the Koups is moving right in. He's picked up 500 hit points of damage that we've seen. Now that won't count the damage that went into the Scorpion G, the new tier 8 premium tank destroyer. Now he's spotted that baby Batchat. He desperately wants to get him out of the game. Look at all those shots. He's taken 400 damage or 320 damage, but he's bounced an absolute shitload of damage there. Good 500 hit points of damage into the baby Batchat, and at this point, because they're down by so many tanks, Koups needs to stay at the front. He's got the armor, bounces another shot from the Ferdinand, takes a little bit of damage from an unspotted FV201, the Tier 7 premium British tank. But if he turns his face to him, then that FE's got no chance of putting any damage into him. Only down by 3 tanks, so there's nothing to panic about, but the team needs to start moving. There's only 5 minutes left. There goes the Scorpion G. That was just a complete YOLO on the Scorpion G's point of view. You probably saw that the cap was starting to get down and he wanted to go for a reset, I guess. Nothing worse than getting capped out. Gets a shot into the IS-2, takes him down to a 1 shot, bounces the big IS-2's gun. Pretty much guarantee he's already picked up a steel wall. Ferdinand very kindly shows him the side of his tank. So the Koups puts in a shot into the side of the Ferdinand. His damage is up over 2,000 now. Of course there was some unspotted damage, so that the mod counter won't pick up on. Another shot into the 30. Now the Panther being very brave, showing his side to the STI. Only down by 1 tank now, so their team is really getting back into it, thanks to the initiative shown by the Koups in his STI. Kills the Ferdinand, picking up his 3rd kill. IS-2 gets him for 3 hit points, which tells me it's probably high explosive. And Koups says, thanks very much, I'll take kill number 4, getting rid of the Tier 7 Russian premium tank. He lights the Panther 215, but he must have an automatic fire extinguisher because he put it out really, really fast. And now he's reloading and looking for the kill shot. There you go, kill number 5. Thank you very much, says the Koups. But that T-54E1, what's he doing at the other end of the map? There's only 3 minutes left in this battle. And the T-54E1, he's picked up a few kills, but I don't know, I think in this situation, everyone needs to stick together. And the Koups definitely doesn't have the speed to get back to him, so that T-54E1 needs to come back into the game. Koups is having an absolute stellar game here. He's looking for his top gun, and he's also trying to win the game. Now that baby Batchat will be keeping him lit, so he needs to be wary of artillery. The M53, M55, the Tier 9 American artillery is nothing to sneeze at all. And Batchat knows he's probably going to struggle to penetrate the STI frontally, so he does the right thing and tracks him, which resets the cap counter, and artillery does exactly the same. Luckily enough not to take any damage from that artillery, and now it looks like the T-49's coming to play, hopefully to help and put one of those big derpy shots into the back end of that baby Batchat butt, and the T-54E1 is also on his way. So the T-49 does the right thing and puts a good shot into the baby Batchat, and then gets killed by him, but Koups does the right thing, confirms his top gun, and takes that baby Batchat out of the game. So that just leaves the E50 at Tier 9, which we don't know where he is. Of course it leaves the artillery still in play, who's already picked up 2 kills, and the Challenger. Don't know where any of those tanks are. It doesn't look like they've been spotted. I can't see the marks on the mini-map to where they might be. And look at the timer. There's a minute and a half left in this game, and there's a minute and 20 left on the cap timer. So he's thinking, where are these tanks? And there's the E50 on full health. Where's he been all game? Where's he been? He's probably been sniping from up here, because he's picked himself up a kill. But from where the E50 is, Koups knows that the E50 can't shoot him where he is. The E50 really needs to move in to be able to kill Koups. The cap timer is lower than the in-game clock by about 12 seconds. So he's going to stay on the cap, because now the T-54E1 is joined in on the cap but gets taken out by artillery. And now he gets spotted. The Arty, I don't know if the Arty's going to reload in time, but that E50 cops a shot in the side from Koups. There's 25 seconds left. E50 tracks him, which is exactly the right thing to do. It takes the cap out of the equation. Koups fires clutch and misses. But now the Challenger's coming around looking for a kill. He can forget about the cap. Now there's nowhere near enough time to do the cap. The Saint Emile gets taken out of the game, And with 10 seconds left, there can only be one result now. It's not going to have enough time to kill those last 3 remaining tanks. But he'll get one of them and pick up his 7th kill. Unfortunately, heartbreak for Koups from RNG clan in his STI. Doesn't pick up the win, but walks away with his head held high. Look at this, an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, all these minor medals, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, and Shellproof for bouncing all those shells. Cool-headed for surviving at least 10 ricocheting shots in a row. Steel Wall, High Calibre, and of course the Top Gun for picking up 6 kills. The second page of the post-game battle results, 4,413 damage, which is not bad at all. 910 base experience, which is a better experience score than anyone on the enemy side. But also, look at that damage blocked by armour. 5,500 damage blocked by armour. Nearly 1,700 spotting damage, which is not surprising because he was right at the front of the game for most of it. And made a tidy profit with nearly 35,000 credits. Bad luck to the Koups from RNG clan. Unlucky not to win that. I think if the team had have... I'm not trying to blame the team, but if the team had have stuck together a bit better, especially when you were pushing on that cap, that would have been a totally different result. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this replay featuring the STI Tier 9 Russian Heavy Tank, one of the strongest tanks, especially at Tier 9. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.